to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. They give it to him again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Might be calling a hot route. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes a connection. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Might be changing the route. Keeps it on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Underwood from the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds. Please get out of bounds. Offense catches a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The offense changing the play. Underwood. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Throwing, Underwood. Quarterback moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll move the tight end. Underwood in the gun on third down. Grabs it in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Working that left side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. Could be an alley. Heading to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's Williams to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. Breaks the tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Making side adjustments here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Find some fresh air. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get to him as he throws. Working the middle. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stops at the 27-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Washington. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Here's Williams. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half of the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Underwood. Bringing the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Trying to escape and get it, and breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running into the open space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Carr. Makes a man miss. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've got the screen set up. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Here's a give to Washington. Touchdown, Washington! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Finds his man. Plows through the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The RPO, it's complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big 1st down.
big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss.
76 Camper. 7 Bender. Stack.
Underwood. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. Big Blue with the answer.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense to start this possession. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Washington again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Williams. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Washington. Maybe some room here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Washington.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.